Howdy folks, and welcome to the Strings of Country interview. It's often said that once is not enough. We had these two music greats not too long ago, and you said you wanted to hear more about their music, about their life, and what they have to say about so many things. So once again, we're doing it because your wish is my command. Today, once again, I have Reuben Kigame and Esther Conqueror. Last time we talked about their musical journey and you know what they've been up to for the last couple of years. And today we are going to go a little bit deeper and find out about, we'll start off with Reuben Kigame, and you tell us something about his school. Maybe some of you do not know that he has a musical school or a music school right here in Nairobi. And I would like him to tell us one or two things about that school and how you know, you can join it. Yeah, Reuben Kigame, welcome once again.
It's really nice to see
you
again.
Yes, good to see you again. And Esther, let me say hello to our country girl. Hi, Esther. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you so much. It's nice to be back. Yes, indeed, I do have a music school, and it didn't actually begin in Nairobi. It began in Eldoret, where I live. I love to live out in the country, actually. A little garden out there and the serenity that I'm looking for. So the school began out there, and we opened the Nairobi branch end of last year. We currently are located on Ngong Road, right next to Coptic Hospital at the Central Church of the Nazarene. But why did I begin this school? It's because I recognized a couple of things that were going wrong in the music scene in our country. One of the things is that a lot of people were going into music for celebrity status and entertainment without any training. And so the recordings are mainly computerized. You don't have any acoustic instruments or anything tangible to play. And I realized that a lot of the musicians couldn't pick up a guitar or the piano or the violin or fiddle and play. And so
they were basically singers but not instrumentalists?
Yes, and more performers than singers, because we also teach voice training. And anybody would jump onto the mic and panting halfway and screaming halfway. and we wanted a place where we can sort of train them. Train anyone interested in music. They have the talent, but we want to train them on how to articulate your voice, how to control your breath, how to perform in the public.
That is so important. Yes. And what's the response like?
It's picking up. We thank God quite a number of musicians are coming in, and we have songwriting classes and discussions on how to arrange your music and stuff like that, including of course how to play the instruments. And it's been very rewarding. The other reason I began the school was just what I went through personally. As a teenager, I so badly wanted to play, but I couldn't because I didn't have anyone to teach me. So I began to teach myself.
All right.
And if you watch how I play the guitar, sometimes I pick wrong.
So are you self-taught when it comes to guitar and other
instruments? Even the piano,
yes. Which other instruments do you play?
I play the piano, I play the drums.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted every young person who has a talent to get the training, because I didn't want them to go through what I went through.
Yeah.
And so I began the school and deliberately put the entry level at age 5. So I train children as early as 5 years, all the way to 99. So it's exciting to see, children pick up the piano now and play. Some of them picking up the guitar, and I teach the drums.
How long is the course?
It varies. It varies because we do have the 48-hour sessions. You take 48 hours of instruction then, and that's for 4 levels.
Okay.
And depending on the instruments.
Right.
And we also go out, of course, to churches and conduct the group training for worship teams and bands and sound technicians and things like that.
Yeah. Okay. And how about you're saying you have more children attended, 5-year-olds or older people?
From 5 years, from 5 years upwards.
Yes.
So we have training for that is cut out for children, and
Yes.
training cut out for adults.
Yes.
The children classes last half an hour. The adult classes last 1 hour each.
And these are flexible
Yes,
hours,
yes,
I believe,
yes.
weekdays, weekends,
Yes,
depending on when
into the
people
evenings,
have
yeah.
time. Eh? I see.
Yes.
Okay, in our last program, we touched on Sifa voices.
Yes.
But we did not go, deep into that. We
Yeah.
love that, the music, the
Thank
songs
you.
from Sifa voices.
Appreciate that.
And we've been wondering, what happened. Do we expect to get more
Absolutely.
from
In
Sifa
fact,
voices?
we launched Sifa Voices in 1996.
Yes.
I just called my friends together, those that could sing very well.
Yes.
And we started the group. So you'll find that the best vocal production was actually 1996 because
Yeah.
I handpicked them and there were no auditions.
That's when we got the likes of Wastahili.
Yes, that was the very first recording of Sifa Voices.
Yes.
Wastahili Bwana,
Bwana, yeah.
Moyo Wangu Msifu, Fadhili Zake ni za Milele, all
great,
that.
great
Yeah.
songs
So,
there.
and then we traveled with the team and recorded some songs in the U.S.
Yes.
And by the time that was a vernacular album, pulling together Kikuyu, Kamba, Luya, Luo songs, all these Wanwadi, Kayesu, Ngokinyoki, Okahora, all those
Yes.
common songs. But then from there, we were mostly writing our own songs, and I do most of the writing myself. So we have, albums like Ombi Langu in 2002,
Yes.
and Tulia, written in 2008.
Yes.
And we have an upcoming album. I've actually been working on one
Good to hear.
for the last few years.
All right.
And in November, we'll be launching my 22nd album, actually, which happens to be a
done.
worship album as well.
Excellent.
So Sifa Voices will be in concert.
Yes.
Second week of November.
Okay, look forward to that. And last time we talked about a project that you are doing with Esther Conqueror. We did
Yes.
not go deep into that, but perhaps you and Esther
I would
can
like
tell
to
us something
see-
about that.
I would like to see Esther really shine as the queen of Kenyan country. And I'll do everything studio possible
Yes.
to make that come to pass. And this is
Thank
just
you.
the beginning.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to this release that she did for a couple that's wedding.
Yes.
But I'm looking even much more to her songwriting, because being a lyricist, she's also able to combine that with her good country voice.
Yes.
And I have put my weight behind her success at this point in time.
Excellent.
To just ensure that every Kenyan knows there's a
A
country
Kenyan
girl.
queen of country.
Yes,
And Esther, do you have something to add to that?
Yeah, you see, with country music,
Yes.
you have to be safe. Of course, I've gone to other studios to do Kikuyu music,
Yes.
but country music is Western music, so you can't afford to go wrong. And so Ruben is the best person to produce me when
Yes.
it comes to country music. I'm working on a single, a tribute to my father. I think I've mentioned that.
Yes, he told me,
before,
yeah, he passed
but
on 2011.
2011.
2011,
yeah.
yes.
And because he passed on the love for country music in
Yes.
me, and every time I'm out there doing great things, I just
Yes.
think to myself, what would he be saying? if
Okay.
he
And there was
saw
a
this?
connection there, because I think he talked to you about me sometime.
Yeah, she did say that last time. Yeah.
So I am doing that song
Yes.
with Ruben, and it's going to be a great honor to my dad.
Okay.
Then we also now mastering the poetry that we started 5 years ago, and we're gonna release it. It's more of a gospel poetry thing, and I'm an activist.
By
so to
poetry, is
speak.
it just strictly poetry or is it music?
It's talk.
Spoken word and
Spoken word.
yeah, all around.
It's like rap,
No,
rhythm and poetry.
let's just call
In
it
that
spoken
sense.
minor
word.
sense,
In that sense.
In a minor sense,
I
yeah.
wouldn't call myself a rapper.
Okay.
So
Okay.
basically, yeah,
Yes.
those are some of the things we are doing, and we're also thinking of a duet.
Yes.
Don't ask us the title.
Yeah, it's work in
So
progress.
we are
eh?
working on that. I think it would be good to have, those combinations of.
It's
Yes.
important for artists
correct.
to come together and
Yes.
and do collaborations.
Yes.
With the right spirit. With no ulterior motives. I really celebrate the recently released duet between Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton.
Oh, yes. Wonderful, wonderful music.
You can't make all friends.
Yes.
And you look at
Perfect.
people working together all these years.
Yes.
I would like to see that more among Kenyan musicians and not for the-
Africans.
yeah,
Africans.
not
Yeah.
for the money. Not for.
Yes.
I mean, money should follow you.
Yes.
You shouldn't go chasing the money. The money should follow you. Should chase you.
Okay. And why do you think we don't have too many Kenyan country artists? Very often you have, people play a bit of R&B,
I know,
maybe a bit
I know,
of
I
hip
know,
hop and
and-
stuff like that. But then too many doing country
DK,
music.
that's an important question you're asking, because, and Esther has her take on this. I
Yes.
find that a lot of people in Kenya prefer the capitalist, urban lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
And so they look down on country music as, rural, backward, uncouth, uncivilized.
Oh, but
And
country is life. That's what life is all about.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Yes.
and that's why we go wrong, because then we miss on the big themes of life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And country is simple, sing along, very,
Yes.
very, very easy to follow music.
Yes.
And even when you have the poetic turns to it,
Mm-hmm.
they're done in such a brilliant way
Yes.
that it leaves you remembering the
Oh,
line.
yes. The story is so well told. Eh? What's your take on that, Esther? Same.
Yeah, I think not only in Kenya,
Yes.
but in Africa, we need the kind of spirit that people are not even competing.
Yes.
It's not about competition or who is great and who is down there.
It's about improving
It's about positive
yourself,
energy put together.
The music, yes.
Let us sing about Africa. Let
Yes.
us see a lot of, and also this is a challenge I keep challenging even our presenters on
Yes.
social media. Because we have presenters who have country shows,
Yeah.
but he will only feature maybe two songs
Yes.
from Kenyan artists.
Uh-huh.
Yet they are like, we don't have much, but we have 10 or 20.
Tell you what, when we are going on a short break, when we come
Yeah.
back, you tell me more about Country Music Africa project.
All right.
I know that's a growing, something that's growing and very exciting. But before that, think about, I would like you to do one song as we go into a break. Just think about that and then, see what song you can do. Well, viewer, you're watching the Strings of Country interview, and thank you so much for your company. Keep it right here. There's more where that came from. I'm talking to Esther Conqueror and Ruben Kigame. Now, we are going on a short break, so don't you go anywhere. And as we do that, as we go on this break, I want to allow this duo to do a number for us. Carry on.
Well, I met an old man walking down the street. His clothes were torn and tattered, with sandals on his feet. And I stopped to help him and lend him a hand. He said, I love you so much, but you must understand, silver and gold might bear you at home. Some things of this world, they won't last too long, and time has a way of turning us old, and time can be bought back with silver and gold. And he said to me, let's rest for a while, 'cause I have some good news to share with you, child. He said you can change this whole world. The people need to know that a dear Savior died here a long, long time ago, and silver and gold might bear you at home. Some things of this world, they won't last too long, and time has a way of turning us old, and time can be bought back with silver and gold. His eyes shone like diamonds, and his smile was heaven sent. His hair was long and flowing, and his back was slightly bent. And I knew he knew it, 'cause that day I changed,